Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Well, it looks like we're back to regularly scheduled programming, and people are back to saying the crazy things that they normally do. Before we even get into that, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So let's get into it here today. I already knew this was coming. I already knew this was coming. I already knew it. I already knew that there were people out there that were just waiting for any excuse to jump out of the window. And it seems like that person today is Kendrick Perkins. Now, as you guys know, Team USA just won the Olympic gold. And for the first time, they handed out an Olympics MVP, something that never had existed before. But for this particular Olympics, they did. And they gave the MVP award to LeBron James. Now, what you have to know about LeBron supporters and LeBron fans is that these people are desperately trying to make the GOAT debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron something of substance. So whenever LeBron accomplishes anything at all, they try to use it as a catalyst to then go on to say, well, you see, this is why LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. They tried to do it last year with the in-season tournament when the Lakers won the in-season tournament and LeBron won the in-season tournament MVP. You actually had some of these guys running around the internet talking about, oh, you know, LeBron has won, what is it? He's a 5-time NBA champion and a 5-time finals MVP. They were actually doing that. Believe it or not, they were doing that. Because these people, I've never seen such a desperate fan base like this LeBron James fan base. Kobe fans, we gave up a long time ago. Magic fans probably gave up a long time, but not LeBron. They want so bad, including their leader, so bad to be viewed as better than Michael Jordan. So what happened? This morning, I was listening to a segment from Get Up, and it was featuring Mike Greenberg and Kendrick Perkins. And they were talking about Stephen Curry's performance in the Olympics, especially that gold medal game against France, where Stephen Curry's brilliance was on display for the world to see. So Kendrick Perkins was essentially saying how special Stephen Curry was. That was one of the greatest performances they've ever seen, blah, 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 blah. But inevitably, being the network that ESPN is, they inevitably found a way to segue over to LeBron. And they said, so what do you think this does for LeBron's legacy? And would you believe Kendrick Perkins then sat up there and declared to the world that this puts LeBron James ahead of Michael Jordan as the GOAT. For those of you who don't believe Kendrick Perkins said that, we want to play it for you now, and then we're going to come back and react to this comment. Take a listen to Kendrick Perkins here.
All those guys over the last 5 or 6 years have won the MVP, right? You think about Rudy Gobert winning the Defensive Player of the Year. It was so much pressure on this Team USA to win the gold medal. And Greeny, I mean, they needed it like old people need soft shoes. And I'm talking about a fresh pair of New Balance. That's how bad we needed it as a whole when you talk about Team USA. And for Steph to be missing the entire tournament, except those last 2 games, and that last game against France, and the way he showed up and showed out, the biggest thing, one of the biggest concerns, well, not concerns, one of the biggest things that I said coming into this Olympics is I said we have to knock down shots and have no fear when Steph is here.
And no one has ever done it in the history of the sport quite like he does. There will be plenty of days to debate his place on the all-time list, his place or this moment's place in his career, which has been epic and brilliant, but it certainly adds a layer. And again, I repeat, I think performances in the Olympics now, with no disrespect intended, mean more than they used to, because it used to be a lot easier for these American teams to win than it is now. Very quickly, let me get a take on LeBron. He's the MVP of this. He's now the first player, if I have this right, to win the gold medal in Olympic basketball in 3 different decades. He adds the MVP trophy. It's maybe the only thing he hadn't accomplished in his career. What does this mean for LeBron James?
The greatest of all all time. And Greeny, I know you might not like this morning, but he got one up on MJ right now. But LeBron James, he was consistently, since the start of this tournament, the best player on Team USA. Yes, at 39 years of age, but he did it in all fashions. If you wanted him to guard every position on the defensive side of things, he did that. If you wanted him to play the point and get the team orchestrated and make sure guys got the ball when they need it, he did that. If you wanted him to take over 4 quarters throughout the course of this Olympics, he did that. Everything LeBron James did at this age was a beautiful thing to watch in the Olympics, and he's one up on Jordan right now. He's been my GOAT, but every time he gets one up on MJ, because now he has 3 gold medals, MJ has 2. I mean, this is what we watching. He's the most important player in basketball.
So you heard what Kendrick Perkins said. He said that LeBron now has done something that Michael Jordan could never do, and therefore he's the GOAT. Let me ask you guys a question. If there was an Olympic MVP award that was available when Michael Jordan played in those 2 Olympics in 92 and 96, are you guys actually sitting up there with a straight face and telling me that Michael Jordan wasn't capable of winning an Olympic MVP? Oh, you would have to be an idiot. You would have to be a flagrant idiot. LeBron fans, there's a word I want to use, but I won't use it. But they're so, I don't want to, it's an S word. And it ends with a P. Starts with an S and it ends with a P. I don't want to use that word because maybe it's too inflammatory. But they say some of the you-know-what stuff you can ever think of. How can you confidently boast about Jordan not being able to win an MVP when Jordan was when the award was never there? It's like when you guys were hollering about, oh, he won the in-season tournament, whatever it is, MVP. Meanwhile, it was just something that they introduced last season. You see, he did some. You see, what they do is they make it seem like what LeBron just accomplished is something MJ couldn't accomplish if he tried. Instead of saying LeBron just accomplished something that wasn't there for Michael Jordan to accomplish. But okay, fine. Jordan wasn't able to win Olympics MVP. Got you. Why hasn't LeBron been able to three-peat in his career, not even one time? Does that put Michael ahead of LeBron? What about the fact Jordan did it 2 times? Did that put him ahead of LeBron? What about the fact that Jordan only lost one playoff series when he had an all-star teammate, at least one? What about those things? Does it also put him ahead when Jordan won an Olympic gold medal, won a finals MVP, won a regular season MVP, won a scoring title, made an all-first defensive team in the same year, in the same season, multiple times? Multiple times minus the gold medal. Does that do anything for Jordan's legacy? At all? Anything? At all? Of course they don't want to bring up these people are speaking from a place of desperation. And the desperation is palpable. You even have LeBron fans now who you see them having infighting, where one LeBron fan will say, but I don't think LeBron did that well. And then the other LeBron fan will get upset and start fighting with the other one and talking about you're not a devoted LeBron fan. If you're a real LeBron fan, why would you be critical of LeBron James? This is what you see. And then they come here to us talking about, oh, all you do is criticize LeBron. All you do is Skip Bayless. And I'm wondering, asking myself, so if I'm the new Skip Bayless, what is Nick Wright? Because Nick Wright is doing exactly what Skip Bayless did for his career. Troll Michael Jordan. Except he's on the other end of the spectrum. And you guys got a problem with Skip Bayless, but y'all ain't got nothing. You don't see nothing wrong with Nick Wright. I wonder why that is. Skip Bayless was viewed as someone that was toxic to sports media, but Nick Wright seems to get a pass. And now we're back to where we started. This entire thing, the Olympic MVP award, was basically created to promote this narrative that, oh, you see, LeBron did something that Michael Jordan never did. Yes, he did something that Michael Jordan never did, and Jordan did a lot of things that LeBron could never do. Like have a losing record in the finals. Like collapsing in the fight. Jordan could never do that. But I want to leave LeBron fans with a final message. LeBron fans, look, I know you guys are desperate. I know you guys are really desperate. Your king is reaching the end of his career. He's going to retire soon. And a lot of you guys are still worried that the vast majority of NBA fans don't believe that LeBron James is the GOAT. I know a lot of you guys realize now that the only people that think LeBron is a GOAT or even on MJ's level is you people and media members. I want to break it to you. This campaign, this war that you guys have been on, you lost it. You lost this war 13 years ago, back in 2011. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. Jordan is ahead of LeBron in every single way you can imagine it. Even if you put on a basketball game and watch the two of them play, if there were no stats to be accumulated and you just watch them play the game, it is clear that Michael Jordan was head and shoulders above him and everybody else, frankly. So this is their last desperate attempt to try to make this thing a GOAT debate. But what you guys need to understand is the more you put out these ridiculous narratives, the more it turns people off. The more people become anti-LeBron. We just saw the footage of him rejecting this kid who was coming up to him to get an autograph. I don't know if the kid tried to touch him or whatever. LeBron is 6'8". 6'8". A small kid is walking up to you to get an autograph. And you're like, stop, 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 stop. Was that necessary? And do you know what LeBron fans did? They do what they always do. They defend it. They defend it. We put up a video on the channel. There are videos I've seen of Kobe Bryant walking somewhere, and there was a bunch of kids, like it was a night, like kind of in the dark, and they were calling him, adults were calling him. Kobe kept on walking, and then they said, Kobe, Kobe. And he said, wait a minute. He looked back and said, wait, there are kids over there? And he left what he was doing to come back and meet the kid. Kobe did that. What LeBron did, I get that maybe you were not in the mood and all of that, but to do that to a little kid, and you got LeBron fans defend because they love Andy. There's nothing LeBron can do wrong in the mind of LeBron fans. Do you know if that was a LeBron fan and LeBron did that to their own kid, they'll be like, but don't you understand the king is tired? Why are you so stupid, son? That's the king. They will take the side of LeBron over their own kids in a moment like that. That was a bad look. But hey, that's y'all man. That's y'all man. And now you got dudes like Kendrick Perkins out here talking about, oh, LeBron the GOAT because he won an award that they just invented this year. This was their plan all along. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments. We catch you on the next show. Peace.